The loaded supine splits, I admit, will probably be the most unusual movements you've done. Probably garner some looks from you if you're doing them at the gym. And also might be the most problematic for you to actually accomplish. But let's talk about what happens when you can do this movement, and we'll talk about some alternatives. Ideally, you find some light kettlebells. These are pretty cheap. You can honestly just go to Play It Again Sports. They have these for like 10 or 20 bucks. Not too big of a deal. From there, I loop it over the feet. Typically, I'm going to be without shoes, just because shoes kind of clog up the hole. You want to be able to have this settle onto the foot. From there, it's pretty simple. I go down as far as I can, not as far as I can't. So if my limited range of motion is here, that's totally fine. Good news is I've always got my hands here to kind of press me back up as a bit of a fail-safe. If I get too far and I start tweaking on my groin a little bit, it's not exactly what I want to do. Over time, you'd be surprised at how much you can relax into this. And once you get some blood flow and tension to the much neglected adductors, you will find much relief across your hips. Now, if you don't have access to this precise configuration, you got a couple of options. You can get ankle weights. A lot of gyms just have ankle weights lying around. You can buy ankle weights for yourself. You could theoretically strap some dumbbells to your feet. Wouldn't be my first choice, but you could do it. Or you can simply go without. And while there is no load here, you can wiggle yourself down into there. You can get a bit of a stretch. You can come back up. And if you're feeling ambitious, you could pry yourself down a little bit and give yourself a bit of resistance. This is a movement I have found so much upside with that it can't be ignored as being essential is a strong word, but highly, highly contributing to my success on the mats. I want to include it in yours as well. It just so happens it's sort of a funky setup that maybe you might not have access to. But feel free to shoot me a message. If you don't feel like you have a good setup for this morning, we can find an alternative for you.